EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Sunshine State at Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. Today we hit double digits, Week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Howard. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Howard now from the gun on 3rd down. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. DK Metcalf, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Looking to put a drive together.
Come on.
Sanders. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 41 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19. ETN hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers.
Pardon me, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen. I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Oh, now a running play here with Smith. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Got to be careful here, backed up this deep on 3rd down. That's complete to his rookie second-round pick. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, this defense for the Jaguars very strong in that victory a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
They'll find Metcalf. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. A first down carry here for Johnson. Down to about the 32. You look at this Jaguar defense. Well, they've been pretty much a mess against the pass, number 31 in the league.
Theories abound. People have opinions. But too often for this team this season, it's been the big play that's done them in.
2nd and 6. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. 31 yards. And the Steelers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
Get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And his throw is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Let me go now. 60.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Trayvon Walker makes the tackle. You look at this Jaguar defense.
This crew against the pass, it's been a real struggle. Second from the bottom in the NFL, number 31.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over, but he ended up finding another receiver.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Howard. He'll try and do this himself. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 21 yards there on 3rd down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Operating from the gun. Howard. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Running from the gun, Johnson. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
To throw is Howard from the gun on 3rd down. Now he'll tuck this and run. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field. I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. 2nd and 9.
Come on.
Off the play fake. Here's Sanders. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
From the gun on 3rd down, Sanders. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Throw right side, pulled in by Hunter. Now he's loose at the 40. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Hunter, 69 yards. And the Jaguars are back within a score. For quarterbacks, there are a number of ways to measure a good statistical season. This is one of them. That last touchdown pass, his 30th on the year.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. They give to Johnson going right. And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
Ty Summers there on the tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Open man downfield is Johnson.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Howard. And it's caught. And in for the Steelers touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Steelers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover. But I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on 1st down.
Warren will try the right side.
And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep...
There he goes, right side. Travis Etienne. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance.
That's caught inside the 20. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. And even 50 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson. Strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boswell for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
From the gun, it's Shador. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
A quick throw here out to Brown. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Play action. It's Sanders. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And the Steelers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Howard. Now a screen set up for Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Howard from the gun on 3rd down. Will try and do this himself. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. This is taken at about the 14. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. 2nd down and 6 now.
Here we go.
Sanders to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Given 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
3rd and 3.
Now Sanders. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
He completes it to Hunter. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. But it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
60 Bison.
Sanders going to throw again. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
From the gun, it's Sanders. And he is caught. There he goes left side. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A big play there. 68 yards. And the Jaguars get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Second and 5. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. Now a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Left side here taken in by Metcalf.
And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Now Howard throwing on fourth down.
He's got his target. That's complete. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Again, he'll drop to throw.
That's DK Metcalf running the slant. He's got it.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Boswell's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
As they headed into the half.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And they're down on the scoreboard. Sort of a sloppy first half. And Coach Davis, if you were in the locker room, what would the message have been?
I think I'd have to go with something you don't ordinarily go with in the NFL. That's a fire and brimstone. You've got to fire these guys up. Make them understand what's going on out there. They were so sloppy in the first half. Too many turnovers. Tighten things up. Maybe get in their face a little bit. Get in their grill. And then send them back out.
To throw is Sanders.
Got him in. It's Brown.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
First and 10 at the 47.
They go play action now. Sanders. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Throwing again, it's Sanders. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
On play action, here's Shadur. He'll try to pick it up himself. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins.
And that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Sanders.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Steelers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Here's Howard throwing to start the drive. Over the middle, complete. That's Warren. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Off play action. Howard. Short throw to Smith. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Jonnu Smith, 44 yards. And the Steelers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point now by Boswell. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Sanders. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense. His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing, Sanders. He'll try to pick it up himself. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Hunter with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Out to the flat here for Johnson. And some space here.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 32 on the play. Up the middle, Johnson. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll get this out wide to Metcalf.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Howard now from the gun on 3rd down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the...
Never got off the ground. He's going to be stopped up well behind the line of scrimmage.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Howard. Over the middle, it's complete. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that will lead to a 3rd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Howard. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
He'll get that underneath ETN.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And that will be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
A Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because What you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here's 3rd and 9.
Back to throw. Howard.
A short one there to Freiermuth. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
The Steelers first down. It's a gain of 10. First down, Steelers.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll give up the middle to Johnson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And this is going to be a Steelers first down as good running gets them to about the 44.
Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out. And we've got them now.
The flag comes in. It's incomplete. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that one go.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down. And now it's 2nd and long. Looking to throw. Howard. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game.
He'll try and do this.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop it. Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive. Picked off by Patrick Queen.
And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Now a run with Warren.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
Now run straight ahead with Warren.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. Howard. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars are right back in this football game.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Steelers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Jalen Warren.
54 yards.
And the Steelers are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage.
The Steelers will line up for the
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Now a 2nd and 2.
brings up 2nd and 2 at the 34-yard line.
To throw now, here's Sanders.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36.
Sanders once more. Now he's going to step up.
Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself,
and now here's another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
On the give, it's Warren.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Jalen Warren
with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Steelers have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th.
Boswell good with the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Oh, a good-looking return setup here.
And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Sanders. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the pick six we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a two-possession game as they control their destiny in this fourth quarter. Loose inside the 30. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers tack on another score as they have dominated this fourth quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Now Sanders. It's caught inside the 25. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Brenton Strange, 57 yards. And the Jaguars have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 79 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left, and then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Here's 2nd and 8. For left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Now a handoff, Johnson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Second and 11. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there. Those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
And he is going to have a Steeler first down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends.
Good game right there, man. By Steelers. They played great. We really couldn't get anything going, man. I know it looked like we did good, but we really didn't do much. Too many turnovers. Yeah, high-scoring game, but just way too many turnovers. 7 turnovers, you ain't going to win no game like that, regardless of anything. Time of possession, 12 to 27. We lost the time of possession as well. Says a lot if we're able to put up 50, but this kid right here for the Pittsburgh, definitely, he's very good. I did not expect him to play as good as he did defensively. He was able to really put Shador in check. 6 interceptions. That was what that was the difference in this matchup. He also came out. He matched my offense. He came out aggressive. 41 passes to 39. He ran a lot better than I did as well. We was trailing for the most of the game, so I really don't want to hear anything about I didn't run the ball. We're damn near down most of the damn game, and I'm not gonna quit. I'm gonna keep fighting back. Wide receivers, his receivers did good. Mines did okay, man. Travis did good, but he didn't do enough. 3 catches, just not enough, man, to get anything done. And as I said before, we had a lot of interceptions. We left a lot of plays out there on that field. Defensively, man, we also just could not stop him. I mean, it just was, uh, wow, he had 3 interceptions, 2 right here. But yeah, I mean, we had 3 defensively, but we just could not stop him at all. Score was damn near, I mean, 8, 9, 10, 11. What's that? 31-21 first half, second half. He matched my energy, man. Just can't. That first quarter put us in a hole early in the game, being down. I think these guys that play me realize that they have to score. They realize they have to score a lot of points to beat me, and I think that's what's happening. But yeah, as I said before, it was a great game. We look at the rest of the schedule. We see that we have. Let's see. We got the Colts, so it don't get any easier from here. We got the Colts. We got the Cowboys. Be a tough one. Texans, Bengals, Giants, Eagles, Jets, and then we got the Packers. So, to be honest, though, man, no excuses. But those 2 suspension games, man, that really fucked our season up. It put us in a situation where every game we have to be on point. See, this kid played us 11 times during the suspension. But, yeah, it put us in a bind. We have 2 losses, and it put us in a bind. So this season here, we're going to still finish strong season for the most part for us. When we look at the division, we can see we really didn't get a chance to make a fight in this division. But we already know it's a no-brainer. Colts and the Jags is the best 2 teams in this division. You know, we're not gonna sit here and act like Jags is the worst team in the division. We know what it is. It's the top guys, just like real life, man. It's the guys on top, man, that saw Shador Sanders over here, man, and they threw the hammer down, man. That's what's happening in real life. But we already know we ain't gonna be surprised when it comes to what's going on over here, man. Shador Sanders brought a lot of attention over here. That's what it is. Great game as far as Pittsburgh Steelers, though. No excuses. That guy there, man, he may be a problem. He really may be a problem. Well, we'll see how that playoff shape out over there. But I think the way he played me, along with the Ravens, those guys definitely came with great game plans. And as I said before, we have the Colts, Cowboys, and then we'll see what's next. Appreciate you guys for tuning in, man. See you guys later. Peace.